Those beans just held on to their greenness and their livelihood so late into the season that the guys that did my combining for me actually commented and wanted to know what kind of fungicide I used on them. There was no fungicide use. We just used Relax RX. My name is Logan McKeon. I'm in the Stanton and Madison, Nebraska area. I grow corn, soybeans, and alfalfa. Northeast Nebraska, it's going to be an auto. We're going to be having drought stress. I can already tell 2025, it's forecasted. We're planning on it. I guess that's one reason why we really like the Relax RX product. And then the other stressful event that everyone's crops go through basically is a herbicide application, whether that's yours or the neighbors. There's a lot of herbicide that gets applied in the state of Nebraska. So yeah, we're definitely wanting to use Relax RX to help our plants metabolize all the herbicides that they have to take in for it to work. And we've had really good luck with that as well, with getting the plant to get through those stress periods, I guess, better. Relax RX, the reason why it's really a good fit for us is because it's really hard for those soybeans to digest and metabolize all those herbicides that it has to take in. The price point where it's at, you're looking at basically $5-6 an acre for it. For all the stresses that plant has to go through, it just helps keep them alive longer and working during that stress event. It's super easy to use. We just throw it in last. It's a 16-ounce use rate, so it's not like we're dumping a ton of product in either. And we've just really have found nothing but good things to say about it, I guess, after 1 year use of it. One of the coolest things that I noticed out of it last year was on a farm that we sprayed Extendamax on late. So, a tough, definitely a very hot dicamba blend that plant has to metabolize. We used Relax RX on this dryland farm, and those beans just held on to their greenness and their livelihood so late into the season that the guys that did my combining for me actually commented and wanted to know what kind of fungicide I used on them. There was no fungicide use. We just used Relax RX, and it just kept those beans alive that much longer and gained me a few bushels, I think, just by keeping them living through those stress events. If a person's going out there with a really hot rate of herbicide, I'm more encouraged to want to apply Relax RX with the blend. But also on that same token, even if you're not going out there with a really hot blend, just being able to keep that plant alive longer during stress events is huge for yield. That's one of the biggest yield limiting factor, especially on a C3 plant like a soybean. For the price point where it's at, $5 or $6 an acre, it's no brainer for me. I'd honestly rather do that than fungicide in a typical year. If I had to summarize Relax RX as a product, we're looking to eliminate plant stress in any way that we can. And so Relax RX for a really good price point is a really good way to help that plant alleviate stress, whether that's from drought or herbicide application or any other kind of abiotic factor. Very cost effective, and we've seen it work, so we're sold on it.